Hello. What's up, everybody? This video, as you can tell already by the title, are 5 things that entrepreneurship has taught me. I'm sorry if I keep looking down, these are my notes right here, but yes, 5 things that taking the path of entrepreneurship has taught me so far. And as if you watch some of my previous videos, you know that it hasn't necessarily been the easiest path, and I really don't think entrepreneurship is easy for anyone. I don't know, that's just what I think, but or at least it should. If it's too easy, it's not entrepreneurship, or you're not doing it right. I'm just kidding. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do entrepreneurship. All right, so the first one, entrepreneurship has taught me patience. I am not up to the level of patience I would really like to be at, but entrepreneurship has definitely helped me, I guess, expand my patience levels, because things do not come easily and do not come quickly with entrepreneurship, right? Everyone just thinks that you're a business owner, because you have a business, you're making money. Not necessarily true. I'm constantly being drowned in my own fear of not knowing when if I'm gonna be able to pay my bills for this month or for next month. Like I'm drowning right now as I'm making this video, because there's so much uncertainty, and I've spoken about uncertainty in my previous videos, but you just don't know sometimes, not all the time. This is just speaking from my experience. There's so many times where I just don't know when I'm gonna be able to pay my next bills, or I don't know when my next check is coming in or anything like that. Sorry if you guys hear, I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, there's so much uncertainty and you just don't know. And that's not as settling for a lot of people, and so that's why they choose to steer away from the path of entrepreneurship, right? They don't like that uncertainty. But I mean, I'm not saying I like it, but it's what comes with entrepreneurship and being a business owner and working for yourself. There's definitely not a lot of upfront financial benefits. You definitely put in a lot more than you get out in the beginning, you know, personally speaking. But it's so hard. You have to understand that you are planting the seeds now so that you can prosper from them later, right? You can reap what you sow later. But I think that's what a lot of people don't like to do in the beginning, is taking the time to have some patience to understand that what you're planting now is gonna grow later. A lot of people just want things instantly, and it's not always the case, and so definitely not with entrepreneurship. So if anything, I know that I've learned a lot of patience on this journey, and I mean, I'm still challenged, you know, with my patience. I'm still being tested daily, you know, in other aspects of my life, not just my business, but using my patience that I've learned from entrepreneurship and applying it to my relationships. So patience for sure, number 1. Number 2, I've learned how to control my emotions a lot better. Not saying I got it under control, but I can definitely stop myself from snapping back at somebody or saying a slick comment back at somebody or to somebody, because let me tell you, when you're first starting off, again, disclaimer, my experience, people are gonna question what the heck you're doing, why are you even doing it. They're gonna question everything about the path of entrepreneurship that you're taking. They're gonna start like throwing stuff at you. They're gonna start making you feel like you don't want to even do it anymore. But I'm just saying, like, I've learned to not get so defensive and not bark back at those people, because I understand what I'm doing on my path of entrepreneurship and what I want to pursue. I know my end goal. I see it better than anyone else, right? Just like you see your goals better than anyone else. And sometimes people just don't have that same vision as you, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. You don't need to bark back at them. You don't need to be rude, right? I just, you know, I'd rather not have those people comment on what I'm doing, because it's not really relevant. Like, what they say is irrelevant to me, you know, but that doesn't mean I completely zone out what they're saying, because sometimes what people are saying are actually very helpful and true. Sometimes you just get mad because what they're saying is true. But entrepreneurship has taught me to, you know, tone it down, to understand that I'm on this path, not them. I'm pursuing what I'm pursuing, not them, and that's okay. If they want to say what they gotta say, then let them say it, you know? Like, yeah, I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself, but I'm just saying that there are certain situations where you can handle it with respect, right? You don't have to disrespect that other person. You don't have to do any of that stuff, all right? Like, you know what you're doing, and leave it at that, right? People are gonna talk whether you want them to or not, and you can't control how someone else sees you, how someone thinks about you. Like, don't even try to control that, because once you start trying to control how other people see you or what other people think about you, then you start to lose yourself. You start to lose your vision, your sight, your goals, all right? So just stay focused on you. You can listen to them, but, you know, just you be in charge of, you know, what you take in mentally and what you don't. Simple as that, right? Simple as that. And definitely don't take things personally. Starting a business, you know, one thing I've learned too is that there's gonna be a lot of people that wanna work with you, and there's gonna be a lot of people that don't wanna work with you. Keep it business. That's what people say, you know, it's all business. You know, they don't take things personally. It's just, I wanna work with you, I don't wanna work with you, and leave it at that. Yeah, I've just been able to control myself and control how I react to different situations, react to what people say about me or to me. So that's number 2. Number 3, humility. Entrepreneurship has taught me that I understand that I don't know everything, right? And I'm one person. I need to not act like I'm better than anyone else. I need to understand that I am in a tough situation, like being in entrepreneurship, not, like I was saying before, not knowing when I'm gonna have my next check or if I'm gonna pay for my bills. Like, that's a tough spot to be in, right? So it really puts things into perspective that why are you out here thinking you're better than somebody else when you don't even know how you're gonna pay for your bills? Like, you got other things to worry about than what other people are saying about you too. Like, just zone that out, right? Show humility that you don't know everything, that you do need help. That's one of the biggest things I had to learn, was asking for help when you really need it. Laying that pride down that you have or don't have, but I'm pretty sure you have. Lay it down and seek mentorship, seek advice. I mean, a lot of times I didn't want to ask certain people for advice because I thought that I knew more than them, or I thought that they didn't know what they were talking about, or they don't know enough of what I'm trying to do. And so I avoided them, and I didn't really sit there and listen to what they were trying to tell me. I just zoned them out completely. So, you know, and that happens a lot when there's a younger person trying to tell you what to do, right? Which a lot of people do not like. And I can't say that I like it either, but hear them out. Oh my gosh, they're just another person. They're trying to do what they're trying to do. Just listen to them, right? Humble yourself. Show some humility that you don't have it all together. You do not have it all together, okay? Admit that to yourself. Admit it to other people, and that's okay. Like, it's okay not to have it all together. It's okay not to know what to do next. It's okay to ask for help. So definitely humility. I've been taught how to humble myself, how to lay my pride down. Still working on the pride part too, but it's gotten a lot better, a lot better. So that's number 3. Number 4 is self-awareness. So the path of entrepreneurship has definitely taught me how to be self-aware and to know myself better, right? No one knows you better than you, okay? And don't let nobody else tell you that, you know, they know you better than you know yourself, because you are you, okay? And you know exactly how you think, you know exactly how you act, and you need to start being self-aware of that stuff, okay? The things that you're doing today will affect your tomorrow, or a few days from now, or a few weeks from now, or a few years from now. What you do now, like, I just really want to emphasize, like, what you do now affects your later. And affecting your later doesn't necessarily mean in a good way or a bad way. It's however you want to take it. But what you do now will determine your later. I mean, essentially, if you study now, you might get an A on your, your test. If you don't study now, you might not get that A on your test. It's like what you do now impacts what you do, what happens later, right? What I also learned is that being self-aware helps you realize that, you are in control of your own success, right? You are in charge of, if you succeed or if you don't succeed. You're in charge of if you wake up early to do work, or if you don't wake up early to do work. And that's no one else's fault but yours, okay? Like, it goes back to humility, and also knowing that you need to know when to take fault in things, right? Just because you didn't study for that test doesn't, like, you can't get mad at the teacher for not teaching you the right way. Okay, you could get mad. Okay, maybe that was an example. Like, you can't get mad at, like, your brother or your sister, or your mom or dad, because you didn't pass that test. Like, you say that they didn't, they were bothering you and you couldn't study for your test. Like, no, like, you could have woken up early. You could have stayed up late to study for that test if you really, really wanted to, right? If it meant something to you, you would have done it, but you didn't. So you didn't get the result that you wanted. And that's what self-awareness is understanding, that it is understanding when it is your fault, understanding when it is you that are in control and no one else, okay? And the last one, number 5, is own your success, okay? I mean, a small success is still a success, no matter what anybody tells you, okay? If it means something to you, you let people know what it means to you, and it's okay. A lot of people are gonna think that, you're just bragging, you're too cocky or whatever, because you're just posting your results, you're posting your journey. But hey, if it means something to you, that's all that really matters. Like, if you're purely and genuinely not trying to post those things up to hurt or brag or make other people feel like they're not good enough, then yeah, you need to stop doing that. But if you're posting those results and you're posting your journey, and it's, you're purely doing it because you want to show people the opportunities that they have, that they aren't limited to only this, but you're posting up your results and showing people that they could be getting this, or they could be doing this, right? If you're doing it in a sense where you want to help people and show people and teach people, then yeah, do it. But don't do it just to hurt other people, okay? Or to prove that you're better than somebody else, because then again, you need to go back to work on your self-awareness and know that you aren't better than everyone else. Work on your humility. You need to lay that pride down, okay? Like, we're not trying to be better than anyone else, okay? We're trying to help each other. So own your success, okay? And let people be part of that success. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you did it, but let some people celebrate with you, okay? And if it means something to you, I'm telling you, make it, or show that it means something to you. And people should be happy for you. If they're not, then maybe you need to not have them around, but people should genuinely be happy for you. And like I said, just keep it pure, keep it genuine. Celebrate your successes. I mean, let people know what you're doing. It's okay. I mean, a lot of people like to stay private and all, which is cool. Let them do them. But I think if you got a success, if you want to share, you want to post it up, man, do what you got to do. Do what you want to do, okay? Like, if that helps you to get that success again, or if it helps that your success helps someone else who want to achieve that same success, do it, all right? Like, it's okay to put yourself out there, and it's okay if you don't want to put yourself out there. But I'm just saying, like, own your successes. Like, be happy. If you want to celebrate them by yourself, you go ahead and celebrate it by yourself. But I would say, like, if you have a success, celebrate it. Like, don't just say, cool, we hit this or we did this, and leave it at that. I mean, it's okay to tell the world. It's okay. And it's okay if no one cares, right? A success is a success, no matter how big, no matter how small. So own your successes, all right? So those are the 5 things, all right? It's taught me patience. It's taught me how to control my emotions better. It's taught me humility. It's taught me self-awareness. And it's taught me to own my successes, all right? Own your successes. But yeah, overall, man, it's been a journey, okay? And these are only 5 things I've learned. A lot of things, they kind of intertwine, a lot of them, but these are some of the main ones that I can really feel a difference with, you know what I mean? Like I can really feel growth in these areas. So I hope that helps, you know, give a little perspective of entrepreneurship for me and how it's been going. But yeah, it's a journey, guys, and you definitely learn a lot, and I'm excited to learn about, you know, what entrepreneurship or anything that you're really trying to pursue, what you've learned from those experiences as well. So let me know. I'd love to hear them. And I think that's all I got for you guys. This is a random video, but I think it was important, and I think somebody could get some value out of it. So yeah, all right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.